Hi guys, your girl Rue back again with another interesting topic. How y'all doing? Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, appreciate it. Share if you need to. Yeah, today I'm going to talk about Uranus and Virgo. Of course, I'm going to have my 2 cents in as well. Let's talk a little bit about Uranus. Uranus is psychic, spiritual planet, enlightens you, um, make creative ideas. You rebel against rebellious attitude. You rebel against what's going on because you can see the big picture. Forward thinking, intuition, using your intuition a lot. Uranus can access a situation, access asset, could look at a situation and move ahead in the right direction. This is what they make Uranus make you do. You're persistent about moving. You slow. You're persistent. You're slow because you're researching. You're doing what you need to do. Because Virgo's in there, so you're a perfectionist. So you want to make sure you do all your pros and cons before you do anything. You're detailed, steady, independent. A side note: we love Mother Nature. Love everything about Mother Nature. I know I do. We think out of the box, taking time to do things, have to research first, like I said, to get to right before we get to, acting on what we need to do. Um, take what they, we take what we do very seriously. I take what I'm doing very seriously. We weigh options first. Uh, I don't understand my hand right now. Uh, we look at what others have done, their failures, their successes, then we take it and we mold it into our way of doing things. Because we didn't already weigh the pros and cons of what they're doing. Then we make it work for ourselves. That's what I do. And now I see why I do that. Uranus and Virgo. They take their responsibilities very seriously. Uh, for example, when started having kids, and the fathers wasn't doing their part as far as helping out. I got 2 and 3 jobs, opened up a business, sold out my home, rented rooms, whatever I had to do. If I had to I got security jobs, so if I had to take my kids to work with me, because I was to work at night or overnight, so nobody would be there. I did what I had to do to raise them. They all grown now. My baby's gonna be 20. Um, always active, running errands. We always doing something. We got fidgety. I guess we got that Gemini. I got that Gemini in me too. So we fidgety. We always doing something. So I see now the Uranus and Virgo, there it makes it extra active. Okay. We try to stay very motivated on our tasks of what we're doing. We try to finish what we start. But when we get burnt out, we do need to learn to rest. That's very important as well. Um, yeah, it's hard because we start feeling like we ain't accomplishing nothing. Start feeling bad, so we have to get up and do something. But remember that all that we learn is not going anywhere. Most of I might feel like something's gonna happen if I don't say something or do something or put something out there. But whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. So I'm finding that out now. We're not being, we feel like we're not being prosperous in what we're doing. I have new ideas all the time. We have to learn to organize them so we won't get lost on too many at one time. We all multitask, but you have to focus on one at a time to get to the next one. Uh, we like to help others, motivating, giving them information to help them grow, to help people grow. I love doing that. I know I do. Sometimes we feel unappreciated, and loved ones, people just need to tell us, we're doing okay. Keep on researching for you. This is what you want to do. It's your path. Do it. I know with my family, since I've changed and doing astrology and getting insight and stuff, they kind of like, some of them like, we want to hold you back. Why you don't, why you got to say all that all the time? But what I found out is the things that I was doing in the past made a whole lot of mistakes, wasn't getting a lot of information right. So uh, my neighbor going upstairs. and it got me in a lot of trouble. So by me studying my chart and studying myself, I'm not saying I'm still not making mistakes, but I'm learning not to make as much and learning how to organize myself in this well. So I want to share with them, so they can keep themselves more and research themselves. But we realize a lot of people want to stay stuck and want others to tell them what to do and stay in negative vibes and want you there with them. They want you to stay, like flocks of what they say, flocks of a fellow flock together, whatever the saying is. But we can't, I just can't do it. We have to keep on growing and learning, hoping they will catch up, you know. But if we have to learn you know, we have to learn and they have to learn to respect, if that person don't want to do that or whatever, or we want to keep on respect thing. So don't stop me in what I'm doing, and I won't stop you if you don't want to grow. We just need to respect each other. Everybody needs to do that. We have to learn to grow and flow and not rush things because everything happens when it's supposed to. So that's a big thing that we have to learn, Uranus and Virgo. In the Vedic astrology, I'm a Virgo. They talk about today's times. Okay, talk about today's time. Okay, yeah, like what's happening today. Spirit had me, example, what happened a long time ago. Spirit had me warn a lot of black businesses when I was about 16, 17 years old to teach children of the neighborhood the craft and keeping the businesses going so the legacy can keep on going. But they were stubborn. They didn't want to do it. The ones I talked to, um, they were selfish and too secretive and only wanting family to run their business, made their family do this. The ones that didn't want to do it, you know, they didn't want to do it. They had some that did, like for instance, if there was a dentist that would want to be a pharmacist, a doctor, whatever, to go into the business, but some of them didn't want to get in the medical field at all. The Asians do it a lot too, and the other cultures do it too. Try to make their family members do what they want them to do, not letting them be free. And the children, not letting them be free to think for themselves. If they didn't do it, what their parents would wanted them to do, they were, like shunned or considered lazy and talked about. And they didn't want to see their face. But now everything is so out of whack, so to speak, and they were figuring out how to get it back together. The whole world is in shambles now for that mentality thinking. Trying to do. I want you to do what I did. I want to control you. Staying in control comfort zone mentally and uh, ignoring the situations they know were keeping them stuck in a new slavery. When they say they freed the slave, they didn't actually. They just sophisticated it. Now it's time to wake up and look at the whole picture. Admit that the old way is not working anymore. It was some good times back then, but it's not working for this new age. And stop wanting to to tell what I put to still be in the comfort and control over people, places, and nations, neighborhoods, families, or anybody. It's time for that control to stop. Let people uh, be free to think for themselves. Everyone has a gift. Not everyone wants to be rich. They just want to have a decent life that nobody will judge them about how they live. Everybody want to be free to live how they want to live. I know a lot of homeless people, they don't even care about living in the house no more. All the bills and all the situations and control. Can you blame them? If they are playing with us with the grocery stores, then we need to go back to Mother Nature's food our ancestors ate, growing our own crops, find healthy seeds because the seeds they have now in the stores and what you think you're gonna buy good seeds, they don't have nutritional value or anything in those seeds. They've been spliced there, but it's a company, somebody they say underground that said had have the true seeds. One day, those up. Okay, yeah, because they know, see, they know they did all these things, and like they say, they have 10 companies that do our food on the whole world, make it in the laboratory, because they know that the age of Aquarius was coming for people to be free. That's what that means. They supposed to let you, just like Mother Nature, every 7 years, you're not supposed to pick off her, you're not supposed to do anything, you're supposed to let her grow wild, and breed. And for people who are poor, homeless, or whatever, be able to pick up the fruits and vegetables. Because I stayed in many neighborhoods, people have fruit trees and all kind of fruits and vegetables all over the place. And they just let it rot by the birds. And you try to pick it or anything, they get an attitude. But you just letting that stuff rot. You don't even eat it. Most of them was sickly. They just looking at the fruits and vegetables. That's a whole nother story, y'all. But anyway, that they are supposed to help people learn to be free, but they put so many obstacles in place because they do not want to release control. That's why they say they want. Yeah, that's what I was saying about the 500,000 people left on the earth on the planet because they want to control. They know they can control the whole world. They trying now, but they can't control everybody, so they just want to. Everybody really want everybody to kill each other. Is kill as many as possible and just have that amount left, till they get to their goal. They even put that in the Bible. I don't know why people believe that the world is crowded. Have you seen many lands all over the place? No one stay on all over the world. No, see, you drive and you walking down the street, you see empty lots all over the place. It's all over the world. How can you say the world is crowded? But they make it hard for people to get. Yeah, they charge you up. See, so they develop cities, neighborhoods to keep everybody close together and crammed up. With loud noise and crime, and they made all that stuff all around, so they won't know share. People scared to go and find out what happened in other cities. Some people I met have never been out of this state, never been out of this city. That's crazy to me. Could be living, they could be living a better life. You don't have to stay in where you was born, dedicated to your surroundings. You have a role to play in this world. Don't forget that. You know, and most of the time, people you love be the ones that turn on you. Don't forget that either. By then, they taxes on everything. We will never own our land. Never own anything. Still gotta pay tax even in your car. You gotta pay insurance even if you get to paying for the car. Now that's not fair. Greed. No one owns Mother Nature. Okay, nobody. And she only letting us borrow it, or those that are here this time, whatever it is, beans or whatever. She only letting us borrow it. We can't take her with us. I just understand that there's more to life than what we've been shown. Uh, Help and loving each other, to me, is the real test. It's the real test. Loving each other. I put honoring your ancestors, giving them ancestor money, herbs, honoring, thanking everything. You don't know what they are going. You don't know what our ancestors, people who pass on, do anything. Or if they even have to pass on. What's going on the other side. Is there a heaven? Is there a hell? Who knows? If that's a lie or not. Who knows? Soon, some say they seen it. They have out of body experience, or they died and whatever came up. But what if it was just another mind control to keep us believing in the money making business of heaven and earth, devil, demons, even churches, religions? They make money off of all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want us to stay that way. So they put fear in us by making up stuff to keep us stuck in our houses. They have to stay in the house now. You don't tell people stuff. Come on now. This time afraid of your own family, neighbors, so we won't help each other, what we was taught. Neighbor help neighbor. No uh, know if that ain't control, okay? Slavery, I don't know what it is, okay? The movie show you about giving a gold coin to a deaf or some you go on and and this skeleton thing come and he hold his hand out and you put a gold coin in and he close it back up, you know, uh, or to cross into another realm where our ancestors may be at. What if could do that for our ancestors to make sure they're okay? Others are so. What if it's true and we can help our ancestors? Like I say, the Asians, the Spanish, the Africans was the one that did it. Anunnaki, whatever that was, they did it first. You know, they showed us in movies all the time. But they scare most blacks here, and they don't know, and they don't think being dead. They don't only think dead is being dead. In a funeral home, that's dead. Your spirit go to heaven or earth. What if it don't? Going out to a better place would if it's not, you only find out when you leave here. Um, oh yeah, I watched a Star Trek clip episode where a lady was dying and her spirit was on a ship, a spaceship, while her body was on the ground and people that loved her was telling her to hold on and everything and don't die. They trying to help her out. But this being disguised itself as her father and told her to let go and come into the light, to go ahead and let go and die and come into the light. So she didn't believe him, so he came out and told her who he was, and he couldn't make her die or go into the light. She asked him what's in that light. He didn't want to tell her the truth, just tried to be and say that her family was waiting on the other side. But he told her what being he was. Okay, and he said most of y'all humans, we feel like y'all want to be comfortable seeing somebody y'all love. So he shapeshifted into a family member of hers. You know what I'm saying? What's really going on? What if we had the power to not die? What if we didn't believe you get old and die? Because the food they're putting in is no nutrition, so of course the body's going to break down. I found out the copper, there's supposed to be copper in foods. Dr. Sabi tell you that to keep the gray out your hair, you know, and to keep your bones and everything upright. Or just live as long as you want. You decide what you're going to do or where you're going to go. A lot of other countries are. I researched that. A lot of people living over 130 and whatever, 40 and 50 and 60 years old. So why we got to die like the Bible says 70, then it say 120? Make up your mind. So they tell you right there. Okay? Funeral homes is a big money making business. Even take your organs out and sell them. Okay? I had a girlfriend of mine who went to school to be a mortician, and she was saying about it was a lie about them having to embalm you. She said they just steal your organs and sell them. Okay? Some of my friends say some people came alive in a funeral home when they was working there, and the funeral home people killed them. Keep that money flowing. So I'm just saying we need to wake up. All cultures need to talk and tell each other what we know in order to beat them. So they try to keep the prejudice thing, try to keep us all separated. So if we ever get together and really talk, we can find out what's going on because everybody knows something. Stop letting them put that dumb color thing in our way, prejudice crap. They just started that. That wasn't even in the 1700s and nothing like that. That's another issue on about how all that happened too. It's all about power and control. I read one time that former President Eisenhower met the aliens when it crashed, and they made a deal together, and they told the aliens, y'all teach us how to power and control over people. We'll give y'all what y'all want, and they wanted copper to repair their spaceships and for other things they needed for that. I haven't found that part yet. And they wanted humans, because I know some of us have, especially with this skin, we have copper in our skin as well. You really don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? because they took all that away. It's still some records of it. It's still some records of showing us who we all really are, truly are. So the aliens showed them how to control people, and it's really been happening since the beginning of time. Whatever alien came here first, they're fighting over it, trying to control and put everything in the works. Same old issues. Isn't that what your Bible say happened to the angels when they wanted to control the Creator, and He threw them out of so-called heaven? Okay. Well, y'all, I could say a lot, but I'm going to stop. This is my view on Uranus and Virgo, digging beyond of what you see in any situation to get to where you want to be, your desire, whether it's being entrepreneurship, whatever it may be. Okay. Thank y'all for listening, and protection and wisdom to y'all. Love y'all. Thanks a whole lot. I appreciate it. Thanks again for listening. Like I say, like, subscribe, comment, share if you need to. All right. Love y'all. Bye.